Oh, it was very emotional for me. I mean, there were times where I would leave here and break down crying.
Melissa Swan and her son Ryan live in rural Charles County, Maryland, with very little internet connectivity. The fourth grader wasn't able to log into his virtual classes. He wasn't getting his education.
I feel like I'm not doing what I can do and I'm failing my child and failing his future.
The school district gave Ryan tablets, laptops, hotspots. Nothing was working.
It's just, I don't want to do it anymore. It gets me very mad.
Maybe in my binder.
Are grades suffering because these kids are not logging on?
Yes, they did, and obviously that's an obvious concern.
Kathy Kiesling is the Charles County Director of Student Services.
We've had attendance issues, but never in the volume that we've had since COVID.
1,700 students weren't able to get into classes when Charles County first started remote learning. We've learned other school districts are also seeing the problem. For example, when DCPS was all virtual, they had more than 7,000 students with at least 5 days of unexcused absences. In Montgomery County, 681 students hadn't logged in at all by the 8th week of school.
Okay, if you want to just let me know what day would work for you.
Neil Bankenstein is a pupil personnel worker for Charles County. It's his job to find these missing students and figure out why they aren't in their classes.
The hopelessness wasn't just not being able to connect them, but also a fear of what is going on for those 1,700 kids.
Because of COVID, Neil and Kathy make lots of phone calls, text messages, and emails to parents. And when they can't get in touch, they put on PPE and start knocking on doors. What they hear from parents is almost universal. It's hard balancing their jobs with supervising their kids learning at home and not having internet.
Very difficult to have an expectation of you need to make sure your child is logged in, signing on, completing their classwork. So anytime we do call or make these contacts, that's what we first start with, is we understand that this is not normal.
In addition to getting families the right equipment and teaching them how to use it, Charles County has also created internet cafes at several schools.
We realized there would be connectivity in the schools and invite the students to come in and use that through, still with virtual learning, but they would at least have the ability to have a place to come.
And they're even busing some students to these cafes. Melissa's son Ryan is one of the kids taking advantage of this program.
And I'm like, absolutely. He's missed from August till December. I work 12 to 8. I have nobody to take him to the internet cafe daily, so he was basically failing.
The result of this innovative approach? Only about 330 students are still disconnected, compared to the original 1,700.
Is it different than when you were at home?
Yeah, I actually get to stay in school.
We focused on Charles County in our reporting tonight, but there are efforts in other parts of our area to get kids into their virtual classrooms. We have all of that information for you on our WUSA 9 app and website.